Hi, everybody. Welcome to Sacred Timings with Swati. I'm Swati Kameswar, and in this video, I wanted to talk about how to utilize the extremely strong energies of the equinox this week to activate your highest expression. So, let's get started. Quick recap about the energies and what's happening. This equinox window this week is very, very powerful and strong. It's coming in the window of the Libra new moon, and we can really utilize this energy to align to our highest path. We also have Venus fast approaching the Sun. Venus is already in the underworld, very close to the Sun, and on October 22nd, the conjunction with the Sun will be exact. So, this is an invitation to continue to purge what is not aligned and start to continue to purge what is not aligned, but also to see what is the new thing that's opening up. The awareness of the new paths being opened up in our realities is key. We have Mars in Gemini in a transition phase from the Aries archetype to the Gemini focus. And so notice where you're being called to make change in your life and start to make that change. And we are fast approaching the 2 week eclipse tunnel of transformation that happens in the end of October, early November. Eclipses are powerful portals where old doors close, new pathways open up. And so, this is an invitation to be flexible and to be aware and conscious of what is opening up for us and start to move towards those new paths. So, here are the 5 steps to tap into your highest expression. And I just want to say that this cosmic energy has been building towards this equinox at least since mid August. If you're sensitive to energy, you've probably been feeling that even prior to that. But I feel like the mid August timeframe, the energy started to become really intense. It's quite palpable, and it sets off a tangible new beginning this week that continues to gain in momentum for due to all the transits that we just talked about. The next few months are going to amplify the decisions and the choices that we are making in our lives. So consciously participating in co-creating our reality is key rather than waiting for something to change externally. Oftentimes we can the intensity of the energy can make us passive, and we often may wait for something to happen in our external life and then respond to that. But this there are just so many choices available to us right now that consciously choosing what you are inviting into your reality is key. So let's go through these 5 steps to invoke your highest path and to invite that highest expression. And we know that the energies have been such for the last many years that the old self is falling away. And oftentimes we may not know who the new is. In fact, I see this with so many people, myself included, where a lot of the old expression is falling away. And so in this video, I want to focus on what you can do to start to tap into the higher expression that is wanting to come through. It really does take courage be to let go of the old and to move into the new. And with the intensity of the energy, if it's affecting your mental, emotional, and physical bodies, it can become challenging to move into the new. So, the first step, I feel like, at least from my personal experience, it has helped tremendously in pretty much all of this year, is to go for the gold. And by that, I mean connecting to the golden light, the golden vibration that's being emanated by the center of Gaia and the center of the sun. And this golden light activates that golden light, the golden vibration within our own hearts, and it connects us to the vibration of the new earth that is already existing. So, lots of energetic vibration and support being emanated by these two beautiful beings, the sun and the earth. We know that we are moving into a higher dimensional earth, and she's already there. So, tapping into that center core, the crystalline core of Gaia, can help you to tap into that vibration that we are moving, the higher vibration that is wanting to come through. And a lot of this light that is transforming us and transforming the earth comes in through the sun and the center of the galaxy and the center of the universe and beyond. So, tapping into the center of the sun, meditating, spending time in meditation with these two beings and being out in nature can greatly support us in a strong way to connect to that higher vibration. So, if you are finding yourself in a situation where you just don't know who you are and you don't know who you're becoming, spend some time in meditation, spend some time in nature, connecting to these two beautiful beings. Um, the next step is to amplify stillness. So, really prioritizing things in our life that give us time to increase the amount of stillness we feel. Now, we have Mercury retrograde going on and Mars in Gemini, and that means that there's no shortage of choices, there's no shortage of distractions and diversions trying to just take you out of yourself. So, making it a priority to find pockets of time during the day to drop into your heart and be still. The stillness is so key to be able to tap into our highest expression and then listen to what your soul is guiding you towards. That soul guidance towards your higher self, higher expression. Um, it's a regular practice is to neutralize the noise so that you can tap into that soul guidance is really key during this time because otherwise we just get caught up in the busyness of the external. And so, what are some practices that help you to tune out of the outer world and tune in to the inner? The third step is to be different. Be different from who you have been so far. And this means trying out different things, particularly this week and the next week, and actually, through the rest of the year, because these transits are going to build in intensity, especially as we move closer and closer to the eclipse tunnel of transformation. So, try out different things in the coming weeks. Deliberately change your routine, deliberately break habits to experience something new. Because remember, a new consciousness is being anchored that has been increasing in frequency for quite some time now. And the equinox really anchors in that new energy in a much more stronger way than we have experienced before. So, deliberately changing your routine and your habits can help you to um, experience the new realities that are becoming possible for us. So commit to expanding what is true for you in this now. So, really, again, going back to that, amplifying that stillness, connecting with the higher vibration of the earth and the sun allows you to tune into what is true for you right now, not what was true, no, not what was true for you last week or last month or last year, and it's likely going to veer away from who you have been. So this energy helps us to step to move into our highest expression because it's showing us something new. It's showing us a new expression of who we may not have been, but is in our highest interest and on our highest path. So it does take courage to honestly evaluate what is not aligned anymore. It takes courage to move into a higher octave. It takes courage to stop what you've been doing and then move into that higher octave. But consciously trying things out of your personal norm can help you come out of that comfort zone. Granted, it may not be comfortable, but it can bring awareness to fabulous new possibilities opening up for you. All right. Power of practice. So, if you've been feeling scattered lately, and that has been true for me, I have been feeling quite scattered, and yet I am able to kind of focus using this power of practice. So, that is about picking just one or two simple things, simple practices that you commit to doing every day for at least a few days. Um, this time that you put into the practice acts like an anchor. It helps you to stay grounded. It helps you to surf these energetic intensities that have been up and going up and up, not really up and down, but really more up and up in the last few weeks to a month. It allows you to refocus your intention for your day, for your life. What do you want to experience in your day and your life? It helps you to refocus to that core intention. And the more you are able to do these simple practices, they may not be the same thing. You might get bored of it after a few days. I'm finding personally that that's the nature of the energies, at least the way I'm experiencing it, is that I'll start to do a few things and then I feel like I want to do something else. And I feel that correlates to the nature of the energies where it is moving us into a higher octave. So this is preparing us to stay attuned to the heart and to what the heart desires and to be in that creative flow, and recognizing that rigid structures, this energy is actually breaking up rigid structures. So if I'm expecting myself to do one practice for the next 2 weeks to a month and forever, that's not going to happen. So what I do instead is I'll pick one or two practices that are helping me right now, tuning into what is true for you right now. And I'll do that for a few days to kind of really set the energy to get the benefit of it. For example, I'll pick one Kundalini Yoga Kriya that is helping me to move energy right now. And I'll do that for 3 or 4 days. And then after 3 or 4 days, I notice that, oh, I feel like doing something new. And I stay attuned to what is wanting to move through me at that time. But I will pick another practice to do during that time. So that time put into the practice can really strengthen our our intention and focus to remain true to our intention. And finally, taking action. Now, this is such a key aspect of this energy. It is actually wanting us to take action, but that action has to be heart based. It has to be really aligned. Otherwise, it's going to feel very off. So, put some energy this week towards activities that light up your heart. It's really important that our heart come along in this process, because that is the reality we're moving into, where more of our heart is online, more of our heart energy. In fact, it's all fully turned on. Avoid waiting for external change, avoid waiting for the perfect moment. If you are being challenged by the energies physically and it's hard to take action, tiny movements, tiny action steps, baby steps. I'm a big fan of baby steps. That's how I have actually accomplished a lot of things in my own life, by taking those baby steps consistently. This week is a perfect time to take that action, no matter how small it is. So the moment is now. Remember that these energies are trying to get us to tune into what is true for us now. So this power of this now moment is where your power is. So you want to take action now and not wait for some opportune time. All right, that those were the 5 steps. I'd love to hear from you. What practices are helping you to stay centered during this time and to help you tap into your highest expression? And so, please share in the comments what's working for you right now, and how are you experiencing this time. All right. So, in the previous video, I talked about my that I'm going towards um, I am going on a beautiful 9 month quest, which is the Color of Women Intentional Creativity Teacher Training. That starts next week. I've already been doing a lot of preparatory work for that, and has been completely phenomenal. I will continue to share my journey through this time with you going forward, and the changes that you will see in my service are around they're moving more from astrology towards expression, and helping you to express your unique self with joy, because that has been my journey towards greater self expression. Creativity, astrology, sound healing, all these things have helped me greatly on my journey towards self more authentic self expression. So on that note, I want to share with you a little bit of what's happening behind the scenes for me. um, I'm working on a new course called Speak Your Authentic Truth. This is actually something that I've been teaching in the corporate world since 2017. And it's a beautiful transformational toolkit to transmute the wound around communication into impeccable, authentic, joyful expression. So I'm actually doing some research for the course. I'm putting together all the materials that I have, and adding astrology pieces to it. But I would love to hear from you if you have Chiron, Saturn, or Pluto transits that you are experiencing right now, and you are noticing that those are impacting your expression, whether it's verbal expression or creative expression. If you either have transits with these planets going on, even Neptune, um, or if you have aspects in your natal chart that uh, you are aware that it has impacted your expression, then this course is going to help you to clear blocks to those authentic expression and to clear those karmic blocks. This is something that I experienced during the all actually Pluto, Chiron, Saturn, Neptune transits that I went through in the last uh, since 2015 through 2020. And working consciously through those transits allowed me greater self expression. So, this course focuses a lot on how to express our authentic self impeccably, with impeccable integrity and joyfully. So, this includes communication with others, communication with yourself, communication with loved ones, and other relationships, as well as just creative expression. So I have a request for you. Since I'm doing some research on this, I would love to hear what you have to say. So if what I just spoke about, this course and this what's included in this course, if it is resonating with you, and if you would be open to having a brief chat with me, a complimentary brief chat, 20 minutes on this topic, then please email me at swati at activateyourtruthandpower.com, and we'll set up a time to meet where I would just love to ask you some questions and to hear what you have to say on the topic of expression, on the, what kind of blocks do you experience to authentic expression? What kind of problems do you face? Uh, because I would love to address that in the course. All right, that brings us to the end of this video. That's it for this month. Wishing you a beautiful, beautiful equinox, new moon, and may you align with your highest path, joyful path in this month. And here are some ways that we can keep in touch. Please feel free to join my Facebook group or to connect on Instagram, as well as there's other information available on my website, including blog articles that I write regularly. Thank you and have a beautiful week. Bye.